Hello, friends, and welcome to another edition of the Daily Word. I'm Pastor Michael Jarboe. How are you today? Hope you're having a wonderful start to your morning today. We're talking about God. That's a good thing to talk about, isn't it? And we're talking about the times we feel the closest to God and the times we feel the furthest away from God. Have you ever felt far away from God? Yeah. Me too. But I like to fake it a lot. I don't like to tell people or let them know, I'm kind of distant from God. I've got kind of that armor up that I put on to say, I'm shielding myself from any thoughts that I'm vulnerable. I'm a pastor. Nothing can get through my armor. But the truth is, there are times when I do feel far away from God. And I've noticed the times I feel the furthest away from God is when I feel like I can do life on my own. When I feel like I can make it through, I can push through whatever obstacle or wilderness is in front of me. Have you ever tried to do that before? Does it work well? No. It is so important. God has made us to have community in your life. And that doesn't just mean having a spouse or a partner. It means having people in your life who you can live and do life with. I'm really thankful. I have a covenant group of about 5 other pastors around my age. And when I'm alongside them and feel in sync with them, I really feel like I'm in sync with God because I can see the face of God in so many of my friends and dear people like you who help to push me, help to encourage me, help to find a way to bring me closer to the one who brought me here in the first place. And so I feel furthest away from God when I'm doing it by myself, when I'm trying to live my faith solo. And that's something we all have to be aware of. When you are trying to do it by yourself, watch out. That's when you'll feel distant. God's always with you, yes, but remember, to do it alongside others is maybe the healthiest thing we can do in this life of faith. And there's always somebody for you at MDUMC. The times I feel closest to God, can I be honest with you? Yes, it's with people that I love, that are dear to me. But the truth is, I love the water. I love being at the ocean. This past weekend, I got time to get away and be in Galveston. Now, is it the most beautiful beach on the planet? No! But, man, there's something about those waves. There's something about being close to the water. I remember getting to go surfing with my friend Dave in La Jolla, California. And just being out in that water, as cold as it was, very different than the Gulf of Mexico, I remember just taking in the beauty of being moved and ushered by the way the waves brought me in and out. The waves sort of held me, just as God holds me. So the water has a special place in my heart. It's a place I can know and be known that I am surrounded by God's grace and God's peace. And there's sort of a anxiety distressor that occurs when I'm there by the water. So what is it for you? Have you reflected on that recently? When do you feel closest to God? And when do you feel the furthest away? That's my story. And every single one of us has our own story to tell. So hone in on those details. Make them known. Maybe journal them if that helps. Because what we can all be reminded of is that God is indeed with us. But how are we being attuned to God every step of the way? The decision's in our hands. How will you respond? Have a great week, my friends. Go in peace.